everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Jojo Plans, and it is that time of year to start prepping for 2024, which is so crazy, but we're already into November. We only have December, and then we get to start our new planners, which is super exciting. I did a video like this last year. I will have it linked down in the description below, but today we're going to be showing you 10 pages that you can make for your planner. Just things that you want to track, and really you could literally do this with anything in your life that you're like, it'd be cool to keep track of this, or I need to keep myself accountable, so let's like write it down. So there are so many, and then I'm also going to go through and show some of the ones that I did from last year that I didn't end up using. And the main reason is we moved pretty early into the new year, around like March, end of March, April time. And I hadn't had like a chance, and like before that we were like looking at houses, and so I kind of put everything on pause, things especially that were pertaining to like the household and stuff, because I was like, I don't know what that's gonna look like. And I'm a very like, I have to start things like at the beginning of things, and usually if I forget to start those things at the beginning of something, I have a really hard time getting myself back on track to use that something. So that's, so there are a couple pages from last year that I made that I didn't get to use, but I still want to use them. So honestly, I'm going to slap, I have my date it book, I'm going to slap a 2024 sticker over the 2023 sticker that I have, and then just kind of go from there. But first I wanted to show you some new sheets, some sheets that you can make. Again, you can kind of do these however you're wanting to, and you can literally do it for anything. There are literally so many more I could make. I also kind of want to redo some ones that I did from last year and just kind of change them up, make them look cuter or better. But this is just a great way to use your stickers too. Like if you have a lot of stickers and you just want to sit and play. I mean, I think I spent about 4 hours making the 10 sheets that I'm going to show you. And it was just like so therapeutic, because like I wasn't filming. I was just like thinking of the things that would be nice to keep track of, this year, and or for 2024 and all that good stuff. So let's see which one. I don't really have them in any particular order, so I'm just going to kind of show you in the order I think that I made them. So the first one I made is basically like my budget, like all of our bills for the entire for each month. So basically, I have my budget planner. This is something that I can just move, from month to month. That way I at least have the dates that things are due, or if I just need to look. So this doesn't have how much something is. It currently just has the dates, and that's mainly what I wanted to concern myself with on this, is sometimes I just don't remember when something is due. Now you could, again, go up a level and you could put the amounts that's due. You could definitely, I just wanted to make this look cutesy, honestly, and I really just wanted to focus on the dates. I'll probably honestly make another page, again, just because I want to play with stickers, so like why not? But I'll probably make another page, or I can use the back and kind of use that as more of a detail of, okay, this is around this, especially the ones that aren't always the same. So I might do that on the back, or I might make a whole nother page. I haven't really decided yet, but just like something for your budget. And I just like this because I can literally take this out and move it month to month. It's not necessarily have to fill in, it's just going to tell me those dates. And then honestly, if I get any extra ones that I need to add in here, maybe I'll add them on the back, or I'll just make another one, because this was just really easy to make. I think I just used my date it stickers for, the numbers. I think some of these are from Kelva Plans, like one of her books. I did not do a good job at writing down the books. I think I had like 20 plus books on my desk at one point. So all these, like these florals, I think are from like Live Love Posh. So just a disclosure, I do not remember what stickers I used from what. I had several books open on my desk, because honestly I was just trying to use, like, especially like for the ones that have florals, I was just trying to use florals that I either haven't used in a long time, or I had one more page left, like there were duplicate pages. So disclaimer, I don't remember for a lot of those. But all right, the next one is a family time tracker. So this one, I wanted to do kind of like things that we can do for family time, right? So I have 3 blank ones that I'm hoping to like sit down with my husband and be like, what are some fun things we can do? Usually Saturdays are our day, like our family day. Like I don't work on those days unless there's a release weekend. And so we try to do something as a family. I found these stickers, which I thought like, obviously we could do a movie night. We have a game night, spa day, kind of treat day. We can have like an in-house family spa, kind of thing. And then kind of think of some other things together as a family that we could do, just fun little things. So I thought this would be fun. Then it's something we could always reference and come back to when we're trying to figure out what we should do. I really like how this one turned out. Again, these are Live Love Posh florals. And then I think, again, these are Kelva Plan. I think all these are Kelva Plan. This is Amber Plans Her Day. And then that's my dating sticker. All right, the third page that I have to share with you. So I, especially this last year, I don't know if it was because I was stressed out like from moving. Like I feel like I've just been in a constant bubble of like anxiety and stress to the point where unless I was watching a show with my husband, like we would start new shows with him because he does not like rewatching shows. Unless I was with him, I am a big rewatcher. Like I've probably watched Vampire Diaries like 2 times all the way through just in 2023. Like no lie. And that's also including like, I'm pretty sure I went through the originals and like all the spin-off series on top of that. I'm just a big like in Grey's and I know for a fact I watched New Girl like 3 times all the way through. So I wanted to make a tracker just so I could see how many shows like I actually rewatch throughout the year, and if I watch them more than once, that kind of thing. Maybe I can add like an extra little thing, but I kind of wanted to keep track of that because I am a big rewatcher, and I think a lot of it is because a lot of the time I'm working here in my office, and I don't necessarily want to watch something that I have to full on pay attention to. Like if, important things are happening when I'm in here working, I'm not paying complete attention to the show that I'm watching. And the nice thing about rewatching shows is I literally just, like, I know what's going on, especially if it's a show I've rewatched so many times. I know exactly what's going on in that show. And I literally can, like, tune in and tune out. And then if I tune out for a little bit and tune back in, I know exactly what's going on because I've already seen it. So I think that's, like, the biggest reason why I rewatch is just because when I'm out here in my office, like, I don't have time to, like, pay full attention to a show. So it's been very rare that I've been watching a show by myself. I think for most of this year, I just watched new shows with my husband, and then other than that, I really haven't watched anything new by myself. I think I tried watching one show that was new, and again, it wasn't from being in my office. I think it was like if I was sick and I was staying inside the house and I was home by myself kind of thing. But other than that, I just am not a big new show person by myself, but I will rewatch shows all day long. And I think it goes along with my anxiety too, because it's like, I know what's going to happen. I know the emotional roller coaster I'm about to go on. So like, and like, I can choose to be okay with that, or I'm like, I'm not ready to watch that yet. So I don't know. I think that's just kind of where I'm at. So I made a show rewatch, so that way I can kind of keep track of that. And again, all of these so far don't really have anything on the back. So if there's extra things, I can, decorate the back, add a couple more, I can add a couple more of these fun circles. These are from Rainbow Shapes. This one I think is Jewel Tone, and then I can add more. So obviously this is kind of to start me off for the year. And then if there's more, then I have an entire back that I can kind of play with. And that goes for all of these pages so far. All right, the next tracker I made is a date night tracker. Our goal is to have at least one date night each month. We did pretty good with that this year, even with all the chaos, but there was, I want to say, at least 1 or 2 months where it was just like nothing. So my goal for 2024 is to have a date night every single month, at least one, if not more, but that is the goal. So I just took some cute boxes. Again, like none of these were super hard to make. I think I made these on my Cricut. I just did these on Cricut Design Space and then cut them out because I couldn't find stickers big enough for what I wanted. And then that's my 2024 sticker. And then these are the dating stickers from the Black Date It. That way I could do each month. And then my goal is to write down, what our date was. And obviously I'll probably write as if there might be another one, because sometimes we go to a movie together and then we also go out to, there's a fun speakeasy pop-up bar that we like to go to. So sometimes we do more than one thing. And again, if I want to go into more detail, I could always do that on the back, but at least this will kind of keep us on track, hopefully, and then I can kind of track our date nights. So that's the 4th page I made. All right, next page I made is a cleaning schedule sheet, and I love this one. And I don't know, I feel like lemons are fresh, and like I think when I think of lemons I think of clean, because there's a lot of cleaning products that smell like lemon, and I don't necessarily mind that smell at all. Again, I made this on Cricut Design Space, super easy to make. I can do a video on how to make that. I should do that. Maybe I'll film that right after this, because super easy if you have a Cricut, and then you just need some sticker paper. But then again, I just use my date. I put Monday through Sunday. And just like my goal, I want to have like a cleaning task each day. I think since we moved, I've just been so overwhelmed. So I really haven't been helping all that much. But it'd be nice to kind of keep track of like, all of the bathroom towels get washed on this day. And then like, the kitchen gets a full nice wipe down on this day. And, obviously you're doing more than that in the in-between. Or like, I know my husband always like has our little like robot vacuum. He always has it go off on Wednesday night and Sunday night, so we know we have to pick up everything off the floor on those nights. And so just things like that, little things, so that way there's not like a surprise of like, oh, you're doing that. Because there's been a couple of times where I've forgotten, and then I'm like, why are we picking up stuff? And he's like, because we're cleaning it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. So yeah, so anyway, and then again, if there's any more things that come up, maybe something else you could kind of turn this into, like maybe you can do a quick clean side. So like these can be things that like every single day you're doing something really quick. Like I wiped down the counters, I dusted all the knickknacks in the living room, like something like that. And then on the back, you could do a deep cleaning where maybe you do monthly, like a monthly deep clean, or however you guys like to clean. But that's another idea of something you can do with this page. You can do, a quick clean, and then you could do a deep cleaning page. Something I've also seen is I've seen people do like a 5-minute, like a 3-minute cleanup, 5-minute cleanup, 20-minute cleanup, and then like an hour cleanup. And then they kind of have broken things down in that. So like a 5-minute cleanup might be just like wiping off all the counters, putting away any food that's like left out, tidying up a little bit. But like maybe a deep clean is like you're pulling everything off the counters, really wiping everything down. You clean the stove, you blah, 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 like, So different things like that. So there are lots of different sheets just for cleaning that you literally can make. All right, the next page I made, and this one is mainly because my husband and I are very much those people that buy gifts throughout the entire year for Christmas time. And you can literally do this for Christmas time. You can do it just for birthdays in general, for like any special events. But we are those people, like we've had some gifts for a while, and the other day I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what we did with those. And then we were out and about, and then I was like, oh, did we get so-and-so this gift? And then we'd have to like think about it. So I wanted to make a little tracker. So if we get gifts way early, I could say, we bought this for this person, so we already have a gift for them. And then that way I can kind of check, because right now everything kind of just shoved in a closet, and it's been in there since July. And so we definitely forget every now and then. So I just wanted to make a little gift tracker so I could keep track of, if we bought things way earlier, now we have them. And then again, the back is empty. So if I have any more, obviously I'm going to have more than this, because there's way more people than this in my family. But for aesthetic purposes and to make this look cute, this is all I put on this side. But I can always add a ton more boxes on the back side. Then you can just go through and you can write down the gift that you got for the person, or maybe you're getting, and you can do this for individual people too. Like if like for your kids, obviously you want to try to sometimes get them more, if they're smaller things, and then you can write down all the things. That way, when it's time to like wrap things, you can refer back to this and make sure you find everything. Because right now we have everything in one closet, but there was a time when we first got back from Portland, things were like some things are upstairs, some things are downstairs, some things are over here. So this is so that way we can make sure we have everything. All right, next page. I made this page last year, so it's technically not new, so sorry about it, but it's so much cuter this year. I absolutely love how this one turned out. I think this is a mix of Live Love Posh and Amber Plans or Days, like they're retro stickers. And then again, I made this on my Cricut, added my 2024. Some of these are from Hell of a Plan, and then these are just the from the alphabet sticker book from Happy Planner, like the old alphabet, not the new ones. And then of course I had to use some scallop boxes because it just made it look so much fun. But this is a car maintenance, and I was horrible. I did not fill out mine from last year, but I think the issue, or not from last year, from the year we're currently in, but for 2024, my goal is to be better. I think I need to just like set up a routine. The problem is my office is a lot further from the house than it used to be, like before we moved, and I haven't been taking my planner from my office to the house, and I need to get in that habit. So that's like my goal for 2024 is like I'm in the habit every single day. I come into my office with my planner. I leave my office with my planner. That way I can write things down, because a lot of reason why I didn't fill in things is because if I do something and then I just completely forget. So my brain has just been like so overloaded that I literally can't retain information. So it's like I may have done something and I know I did these things for my car, but I didn't write down the dates. So that's basically what this is for, so I can keep track of those things, mainly just writing down the dates that we did this. Right now we have a car wash membership, so this is just more of for that. I didn't necessarily want to do like every single time I wash my car. The goal, I might write like once a week in there, or once every other week, or twice a week, whatever that is. That's probably what would go in there. But the rest of these would be like trying to get these done each quarter, and then writing down the dates that way, because there's a lot of times when my husband's like, when's the last time you did this? And I'm like, I don't know. So a car maintenance sheet. But I just thought this was so cute, and then I had like the little car, and just makes it more fun. The next sheet I made is a pet stuff tracker. I just thought this would be cute. We're getting a new kitten this month, so I'm really excited for that. And then of course we have our puppy. Especially for a kitten, we need to keep track. We do have to take him for his like last vaccine, and all that good stuff. So this is just like a fun way. Maybe you have a specific food that they like, and maybe if somebody ever has to take care of your pet, you can have important things on here of things that they like. If they run out of this, here's this, or keeping track. I've even done this to where I keep track how much I paid for things, because things go on sale all the time, and sometimes I like to see like how much did I spend in pet supplies each year. So you could even use a sheet like this for that. So pet sheet, I don't know what number we're on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that was number 8. Sorry, I was not doing a good job at keeping track. We're just going. All right, number 9, I have a routine tracker. So this one specifically is for work. This one is when I come into my office, what am I doing? So I think I'm actually going to laminate this. I thought about it after I punched it, and then I was like, oh, I should have laminated that first. But I think I have one of those just like self lamination to where I can just do the front, and that way I can write on this if I want to change things up, because sometimes I have a different focus for the week, like the entire week. Like sometimes it's leading up to a release week, so that means I need to focus on something else. But right now I have focus, work, plan, create. So I'm just working, and I think something that I did not have this year because we moved and it's just literally been chaos is I have not had or set myself a routine, and it shows. It shows. I mean, when we do my planner flip through for 2023, which will be sometime in January, there are a couple months where I didn't even write in my planner, and I think because I was just so overwhelmed, there wasn't a routine established, like we moved, and it just like felt like we moved into chaos. And so my goal this year is to set up routines for myself. So this one's specifically for work, but I think I'm also going to make one that is for just like everyday life. Like each morning, I get up, I get the kiddo ready for school, I get myself ready. I want to start like stretching, and then like we're having healthy smoothies in the morning, just like different routines that I can like set in place, because I know for a fact I need that, because If anything was like a testament to like not needing that, it was this year. I did not do good at all this year without being on a routine. It like everything just like fell apart. I stopped using my planner as much. I've started to more recently because I was like, I need to start a routine. But it's just been a hard time. It's been a rough go. So I'm like, let's get back on track and let's have a routine. Because yeah, it has been a struggle. That is for sure. So that is one of my big goals for 2024 is to be better and get on some routines. So that is number 9. And last page I have, number 10, is an important dates tracker. This one kind of can go along, maybe this sits at the front of your planner, but if there are like any like super important dates that you don't want to forget. So like I have my anniversary on here. I have Go Wild because that's a big important date, I feel like. And then I have like a remember page for people that we have lost. And then, you can add in so many more. These are just the 3 I added for this example, but I'll probably go in and add some more. So this one I'm counting as separate from like birthdays. I have a separate birthday page and I can show you those. I think I'm going to make a new one because I'm not super happy with the one that I do have. So I kind of want to update my birthday one. So I'm keeping this one separate. So this is just like those important dates. Maybe they happen every single year. I know like some of like this one doesn't happen during this time every single year. But it could be fun to have one that's like, maybe you keep track of your parents' anniversary or like your kids' anniversary, whatever that might be. Maybe you want to have those things. That way, if you need to look and you're a person that loves to send cards for those things, then like you have a date thing where you can like refer back to. So I just thought that would be a fun sheet to make. Okay, real quick, I did want to show you some of the pages that I failed on using in 2023. So we have my word of the year, and these are also some extra other pages you can put. I had my word of the year. I had a encouragement page because that's really good sometimes. Here's my TV show tracker, which again, this is the issue. I did not take this into the house. And that was the downfall. Like my husband and I watched so many more shows than this. I kind of tried to write down what we did watch. We watched so much more than this, and I know that, but I genuinely can't remember. And that's why I made this dang sheet in the first place, because I can't remember the shows that we watch. But the issue was I wasn't taking my planner into the house. So that is a new goal. I'm taking this planner every day into the house. That way, if we start anything new, I can just like pull it out right away and write it down because I will not remember. But I did like having this. So I am probably going to make a new one of this page for 2024. Super easy. I had it to where it was like shows that I watched by myself and then shows that my husband and I watched, which 90% of the new shows we watched was together. Then I also did a tracker for movies. Again, I did not take this into the house, and once it's out of sight, it's out of mind. Like I don't remember. So I want to do better about this. So this one is specifically for movies that we watched in our house. And then the other side was for movies we went to the theaters to see while it was in theater. I know we watched more than this. Actually, honestly, I don't think we've been to the movie theater since July. So this is probably accurate for like the next 3 months for sure. But I feel like there was more in here, but maybe there wasn't. Another sheet that I absolutely loved, and I think I'm going to do this one again, was our travel sheet. And this just kind of showed all the things that we had planned for 2023. And we did all of these trips this year. We had Go Wild, we did a Kansas City trip, we went to Glenwood, we went to Disneyland for my birthday, we went to Portland, and then we went to Disneyland, Six Flags, and Universal. So we got to go to Disney twice, which was awesome. But this was just so fun. And these were because we knew about, I think the only trip that we didn't fully have planned was the last one that we just took. But all the other ones were planned, so I was able to kind of like prep for that. But I did really like having this because now I just have like an overview, like a quick like snapshot of all the trips that we took. So that was super fun. Okay, this is where I fell completely apart, and I did not use this at all, and I'm so sad, but I think I love how it turned out, so I think I'm just gonna honestly slap a 2024 sticker over the 2023, and then we're just gonna use it for 2024. So look at that. just slap that on. So this was a utilities tracker, and something I wanted to keep track of was our utilities when we were living. We lived in a duplex with my father-in-law, so he was in one side, we were in the other side. We did split some of the utilities, like I think it was like water or something, and we had our own electric, but we split water, and then of course we split like trash and all that stuff. So this was specifically for that, but now I'd like to use it for our new house. We might get solar, so it might be nice to kind of just see how things change if and when we do. We don't know if we're going to get that. Of course, there's other complications now with getting that, so I don't know if that's going to happen, but I do want to keep track. That way I can see what months, that way I can better prep how to budget, because you know, like utilities fluctuate, they're always different. So I kind of wanted this so that way I could see what our utilities were, you know, during this time of year. And that way I know I need to be budgeting a little bit more during the summer because the AC's on. My husband's running the sprinkler all the time. Like, you know, just things like that, so I could kind of keep track of that. So I actually might go through this year and kind of just write down from, I mean, we moved in April. We were fully moved in. So from April to the rest of the year, I can at least write down what our utilities were for 2023. That way, hopefully I can better plan a little bit for 2024. And then 2024, hopefully I can have like this complete thing filled out. So that way, you know, I know. Again, this was one of those things where I wasn't taking this inside the house, and so that just meant it got forgotten, which is sad. But 2024 sticker is slapped on there, so we're gonna use that one. I think this was just a savings tracker. Okay, somebody asked, I think on the other video I saw the other day, to like update you how I use this. And again, we moved, and I think I know for a fact when we moved, it was just chaos. I literally couldn't mentally handle my planner. I couldn't handle anything planning because I felt like I was drowning from moving, and then also like having releases at the same time, and then like having to do all the other things and filming. Like I was just, like, I could not handle anything for the house. So this did not get filled in, which I'm so sad about. I love this one. And again, I'm just going to slap so we're going to have a do-over. It's basically what I'm saying. We're going to have a do-over. So I think this one was meant for like things that I buy for the household. So kind of what I was talking about with the pet one. This one is for things for the household. So, you know, kind of keeping track of what we have. Like I've kept our house basically stocked. You know, we do our Costco and Sam's Club trips. So I've kept our house stocked. We have like the toilet paper and paper towels and cleaning supplies. So this is kind of for that. So that way I could keep track of what I have and how often I'm having to buy them. Because honestly, I don't think I've shopped for toilet paper in a couple months because I kind of like loaded us up on it. And then there were a couple of times where I've like accidentally bought too much of something, which I'm like, we'll use it. But it's like, I didn't need to buy it at that time. Like I could have waited. So this is kind of just like a tracker. So that way I can keep track of like how often I'm having to buy again. So that way I can budget. Like I would rather it be like those things go on sale and I buy everything that I need for the entire year rather than having like a bunch of things throughout the year. I don't know. I think maybe like twice a year or something. I don't know. But I just think my brain thinks better that time. This was a free time wish list, and I did not use this at all, and I freaking love it. And so again, we're just gonna pretend we're just gonna give ourselves second chances. Because that's what it is. But this one is just like a free time, things that we do. So this one's kind of similar to the family things to do. Kind of just like writing fun things that we can do when we have some free time. I just feel like we really didn't have a ton of that this year. And again, if like, I know for a fact we did do some fun things, but I didn't write them down. And again, I think a lot of that was because I wasn't taking my planner into the house. Because sometimes I don't really write in it when it's in my office. But there have been some times where I take it into my house and then I'm like, oh, I have time to write on it. So that was the main thing. So there's a couple extra pages. Those were from last year, but we're going to repurpose them for 2024. Okay, this is the birthday sheet that I have. I mean, I love it because it has florals, but I think I'm going to redo it because I hate my handwriting and I didn't have lines, and so it just looks like poop. This is an old one. I think I did this years ago. So yeah, so just making some new birthday trackers. So those are just a couple of examples of some things that you can do for your planner. Again, if it's something that you want to keep track of, make a sheet for it. If it's something that you know will be useful for you, make a sheet for it. Literally, I just took out a bunch of decorative books, and then I took out my boxes and shapes books and just kind of went to town. And like I said, it was so therapeutic and fun to just spend a couple hours just having fun playing with my stickers. And it's just a great way, if you have a ton of stickers lying around, to just use your stickers. So there we go, you guys. There are 10 new sheets that you can make for your planner. I know there's hundreds more that you can make. If you have some sheets that you like to make, definitely comment them down below, because there might be other people still looking for some other ideas as well. And then I do have the video that I did last year linked in the description below, so you can check that one out to see a couple of those other sheets that I made for 2023. I keep saying last year, but like we're still in 2023. You know, a couple of those sheets that I made. There's also some like goals trackers and all that good stuff in there, but definitely go and check that out. But I so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one.